Math Module 4, Lesson 33. I can create story context for numerical expressions and tape diagrams and solve word problems. Everything I do in the video you need to do in your workbook. Pause to catch up, rewind to rewatch. Good luck! Problem number 1. Ms. Hayes has half a liter of juice. She distributes it equally to 6 students in her tutoring group. So here's my question. How many liters of juice does one student get? So I have half a liter of juice and I'm distributing it equally. So I'm sharing it equally with 6 students. All right, so students. So just like we learned before, 1/2, instead of division, I'm going to multiply. And so that 6, the inverse of 6 is 1/6. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 6 is 12. So 1/12 of a liter of juice. So let's write our answer statement. Each student gets 1/12 of a liter, that's a capital L, of juice. If it's a lowercase l, you're not talking liters. Make sure you showed all your work for Part A. Part B. How many more liters of juice will Ms. Hayes need if she wants to give each of the 24 students in her class the same amount of juice found in Part A? Wow. So I have 1/12 of a liter for each student times 24 students. So it's going to tell me my total amount of juice. But remember, I've got to figure out how many more liters. So I know eventually I'm going to have to subtract. So 1/12 times 24 students. All right, so that means 1 times 24 is 24. 12 times that invisible 1 is 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2. So that means it's 2 liters is how much she needs total. But I need to figure out how many more liters will she need if she had the same amount of juice found in Part A. So I'm going to take my 2 liters that she needs total, subtract how much she had originally, which was half a liter. So 2 liters minus half a liter. So let's show that vertically. So 2 minus a half. Well, I'm going to borrow from the 2, so I've got 1 whole left, and that 2 becomes 2 halves, or not that 2, the 1 I borrowed becomes 2 halves, which is 2 halves is equal to 1. So subtract my numerators. 2 minus 1 is 1, denominator stays the same, and 1 minus 0 is 1. So 2 liters minus half a liter is equal to 1.5 liters. So that's what she's going to need if she gives juice to all 24 students in her class. So we need to write our answer statement. Mrs. Hayes will need 1.5 liters. Make sure that L is capitalized. Problem number 3. Yes, I skipped number 2. Carlo buys $14.40 worth of grapefruit. Each grapefruit costs 80 cents. So one grapefruit costs 80 cents. So let's look at our question for Part A. How many grapefruits does Carlo buy? So what's the number of grapefruits? So I know my total, and I know how much one of them is. So I'm going to take my total, $14.40, and divide it by 80 cents. Well, just like we did before, we're going to make that into a fraction. So 1440 becomes my numerator. 80 cents becomes my denominator. Well, I can multiply by 100 because the zeros are in 100. So that 0 is going to move to the tenths and then to the ones. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And then that 0 and 80 cents goes from the tenths to the ones. So ones and the 8 would go in the tens. So 1,440 divided by 80, or 1,440 80ths. Well, let's figure out, let's do our division. 1,440 divided by 80. Well, 1 divided by 80, can't do. 14 divided by 80, can't do, too small. 144 divisible by 8 is 1. 1 times 80 is 80. 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 8 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow. And that is 1 becomes a 0. Now it's 14 minus 8, which is 6. So 64, bring down the 0, so it's 640 divided by 8. I need to do some math. So, let's see. I think 80 times 8. Because I know 8 times something equals 64. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 8, 64. So 640 divided by 80 is 8. 8 times 80, 640. Beautiful. So 1,440 divided by 80 is 18. So how many grapefruits? I'm looking back at my question. How many grapefruits does Carlo buy? 18 grapefruits. Part B. At the same store, Carrie spends 1/3 as much money on grapefruit as Carlo. How many grapefruit does she buy? So she spends 1/3 as much on grapefruit as Carlo. So how many grapefruit does she buy? So I need to find the number of grapefruit. So we know that Carlo bought 18 grapefruits. And Carrie spent 1/3 as much money on grapefruits. What's the number of grapefruits did she buy? So I'm taking his 18 and I'm dividing it by the 1/3 as much money that she spent. Well, I love that there is a 1 in the numerator of 1/3. And I know that the 18 grapefruits is actually over 1. So I can say that it's equal to 18 thirds. So 18 thirds is equal to 6. So 6 grapefruits. So my answer statement, because I have more room here, is Carrie buys 6 grapefruits. Because 1/3 of 18, or dividing 18 by 3, is 6. Make sure you showed all your work. Problem 4. Studies show that a typical giant hummingbird can flap its wings once in 8/100ths of a second. Wow. So I'm flapping once in 8/100ths of a second. That's fast. Part A. While flying for 7 2/10 seconds, how many times will a typical giant hummingbird flap its wings? So I need to know the number of times it's going to flap its wings. For how much time? 7 2/10 seconds. So I know I'm taking my 7 2/10 and I'm dividing it by how many it can do for one flap. So that's 8/100 of a second. So let's write that as a fraction. 7 2/10 is my numerator, 8/100 as my denominator. I'm going to multiply by 100 because my divisor, that 8, is in the hundredths place. So that 2 is going to move over 2 places. So it's going to go from the tenths to the ones and then the ones to the tens. So the 2 is in the tens, the 7 is in the hundreds now. And that 8 in my divisor is going to move 2 places from the hundredths to the tenths, that's 1, and then from my tenths to the ones. Well, 72 divided by 8 is 9, and bring down that 0. So that giant hummingbird will flap its wings 90 times. The hummingbird will flap its wings 90 times. That is a lot for only 7 2/10 seconds. Part B. A ruby-throated hummingbird can flap its wings 4 times faster than a giant hummingbird. How many times will a ruby-throated hummingbird flap its wings in the same amount of time? So I'm going to look at my question. So the number of times it's going to flap its wings in the, same amount of time. So I'm noticing that this ruby-throated hummingbird flaps 4 times faster. So I know it's going to be 4 times my number. So if the giant flaps 90 times in the same amount of time, I'm going to do for the ruby-throated 90 times 4. Well, 9 times 4 is 36, and I add the 0. So 360. So let's write that in the statement, and I need to add up here the giant hummingbird. So I need to write the ruby-throated hummingbird flaps its wings 360 times. That is a lot of flapping. Make sure you showed all your work.